Our lesson today is going to be about simple subject and simple predicate. And actually, this lesson is one of the easiest lessons we can study together. So let's start. Simple subject. First of all, let's look at the word subject. Actually, subject is what or who the sentence is about. So to know the subject of any sentence, just ask yourself this question. What is this sentence talking about, or whom is this sentence, or who is this sentence talking about? And the word simple in grammar always means one word, okay? So simple subject is what or who the sentence is talking about, and it has to be one word. Okay, remember that for the proper nouns, it could be more than one word. For the proper nouns, it could be more than one word. That's for the subject. Now, what about the simple predicate? So we're going to say the same thing here. For the word simple, we're going to say that it means it's one word. And for the word predicate, let's ask ourselves this question to know the predicate of your sentence. This question is, what did the subject do? And the answer of your question, the answer of this question is the predicate. Simply, let's say that the simple predicate is the verb of the sentence. If you know the verb of the sentence, so that means you know the simple predicate of your sentence. Now let's have some examples to see how it's going to be. For example, let's look at this sentence. All my classmates love English. Okay, so let's together try to find the subject and the predicate of this sentence, the simple subject and the simple predicate of this sentence. The simple subject is going to be, ask yourself, whom is this sentence talking about, or what is this sentence talking about? This sentence is talking about my classmates. So the simple subject is classmates. Okay, now what about the simple predicate? What do? They love English. So the simple predicate is going to be love. So that's the first example. Simple subject is classmates and simple predicate is love. Now let's look at another example. My grandpa tells me exciting stories. So I'm going to give you 3 seconds to try to find the simple subject and the simple predicate. 3 seconds starts from now. Okay, to know the simple subject, ask yourself, who is this sentence talking about? This sentence is talking about my grandpa. So the simple subject is grandpa. And the simple predicate, ask yourself, what does he do? He tells. So this is the simple predicate. And now we know the simple subject and the simple predicate. Now let me tell you a secret that is going to help you a lot to find the subject in some tricky sentences. Like, look at this sentence. Open your book. Okay, if you look at the sentence, who opens the book? You don't have anyone in the sentence that is going to open the book. And this sentence is an imperative sentence. So we're giving order. So if you're giving order, so always the simple subject is you, without thinking. If you're giving order, so always the simple subject is you. Okay? And of course, the simple predicate, what are you going to do? You're going to open. So that's going to be the simple predicate, open. Okay, so that about the secret subject. If you're giving order, So the secret subject is always what? You. Okay, now let's go to the secret predicate. What about the secret predicate? Secret predicate, you're going to find in a sentence that the verb is not very clear in it. Look at this sentence. My favorite subject is math. So if you're going to ask yourself here about the simple subject, of course it's easy. What is this sentence talking about? It's talking about my favorite subject. Yes, but we need the simple subject. The word simple means one. So the simple subject here is the word subject. Okay, what about the predicate? Okay, look at this. If you have in your sentence am or is or are, was or were, and these are the main verbs. I mean, you don't have any other verbs in the sentences, so these are the predicate without thinking. So if you look at this, my favorite subject is math. So the simple predicate is. Okay? So if you have am, is, are, was, or were in your sentence, and these are the main verb. What do I mean by the main verb? Like they don't have any other verbs next to them. Okay? So these are the main verbs. So this is the predicate of the sentence. Now let's practice. Let's try some sentences. Okay, circle the simple subject in each of the sentences. The old wooden motorboat floats on the pond. So what do you think the simple subject in this sentence is? Very good. I hear you say the answer. The answer is motorboat. So we need to circle this. This sentence, what is this sentence talking about? The sentence is talking about, teacher, it's talking about wooden motorboat. Yes, but simple means one word. So motorboat. Okay. The tote bag in the closet was filled with books. Now, what's the simple subject in this sentence? Ask yourself, what is this sentence talking about? Very good. The simple subject here is bag. We're talking about the bag which is in the closet. So we're talking about the bag, not the closet. Very good. Now, if you look at question 3, my brand new smartphone needs to be charged. Okay, so what's the simple subject in this sentence? I'm not going to say anything. Very good. I hear you say the correct answer, and the simple subject here is smartphone. Why? Because this sentence is talking about smartphone. My brand new smartphone needs to be charged. Okay, now, Mr. Miggy's daughter plays soccer with her friends. So, what's the simple subject in this sentence? Very good. It's daughter. So now we're done with this. Now let's try to find some simple predicates. Circle the simple predicate in each sentence. James and his friend George played catch with the ball. So to know the predicate, you need to know the subject. So what's the subject here? It's James and his friend George. This is not simple subject, of course. But now ask yourself, what are they doing, or what did they do? They played. Now, sentence 2, it's your turn. My father told me to turn off the lights. So what do you think the predicate here in this sentence? Very good. That's wonderful. I heard the correct answer. My father told me. So told is the simple predicate. Again, remember, simple means one word. Now, Militia built a giant dollhouse for her sister. What's the predicate in this sentence? Very good. It's built. What did Militia do? She built. Okay. Now, sentence 4. This tiny mouse chewed a giant hole in my sneaker. So ask yourself, what did the subject do? Of course, the mouse chewed, and this is the simple predicate. That's wonderful. Let's master it. And here, read the complete sentences below. Underline the simple subject. So we need to underline the simple subject and circle the simple predicate. Come on. The first sentence, Frank delivered packages and mail to the school every day. So the simple subject here, ask yourself, who is this sentence talking about? It's talking about Frank. What did he do? He delivered. Now let's go to sentence 2. The package in the brown box was by far the heaviest. So are we talking about the box or we're talking about the package? Of course, we're talking about the package. So the package is the subject of the sentence, the simple subject. And here in this sentence, we have the secret predicate, which is was. Okay, now let's go to sentence 3. The contents of the box weighed over 50 pounds. What is this sentence talking about? It's talking about the contents. And what's the verb to know the simple predicate? It's weighed. Come on, one more. Luckily, he spotted Lewis in the doorway. Luckily, he spotted Lewis in the doorway. Who's this sentence talking about? The sentence talking about he. And what did he do? He spotted. So this is the simple subject and this is the simple predicate. Now the last part, read the complete sentence below, write the simple subject and circle the simple predicate. So we're going to read the sentence, write the simple subject here and circle the simple predicate. Okay, so the early morning is a busy time for the school principal. What is the simple subject? What is this sentence talking about? What is busy? Morning, the early morning. So the subject is morning. And of course, the predicate here is secret predicate, which is. Okay, now let's look at this. Wait by the classroom door. The word by here means next to. Okay, by means next to. So wait by the classroom door, this means wait next to the classroom door. What is the subject in this sentence? I'm giving order, as I told you before. If you're giving order, so your subject is secret, and it should be you. Of course, very good. And of course, wait is going to be the predicate. What are you going to do? I'm going to wait by the classroom door. The last question, which is the teacher wrote the direction on the board. This sentence is very simple. What is this sentence or whom is this sentence talking about? It's talking about teacher. Okay, so we write teacher here, the subject, teacher. And what did he do? He wrote the directions on the board. Okay. Okay, so I want you in the comments to show me that you understand everything. I want you to write a complete sentence in the comments and spot where the simple subject and the simple predicates are. Okay, I'm gonna be waiting for your sentence. And finally, if this lesson is not a problem anymore, don't forget to like and share the video in order for the video to reach a lot of learners. Thank you for watching.